I love survival films. 127 Hours, Touching the Void, Gravity, The Edge, remember The Edge? Into the Wild. I could go on, as you know. So I was pretty excited when I stumbled across Arctic, a survivalist film starring the wonderful Danish actor Mads Mikkelsen. It tells the story of one survivor stranded on an Arctic tundra after a plane crash. Now, we don't actually get to experience the plane crash. We meet our survivor sometime afterwards, which is quite an interesting move from debut director Joe Penner. You might know Joe Penner if you're a fan of YouTube. He was the YouTube sensation known as Mystery Guitar Man. Anyway, Penner takes an unsentimental and minimalist approach to his man battles nature film. The landscape is sparse and unforgiving, the wildlife treacherous, the weather ferocious and unpredictable. Mikkelsen, as always, is excellent in this film. He hardly speaks a word, but his resolve and determination to survive is palpable. We don't actually know that much about his character, but clearly he's familiar with life in the Arctic. He's able to set himself up into a daily routine of ice fishing and clearing his SOS sign in the snow and signalling for help with the use of a hand-cranking emergency signal beacon. He's creating a vast map of the area around him, and actually watching him in action is a little bit like watching a how to survive guidebook. I made some notes. And yet, when his plan to wait it out for rescue is put to the test, he has to make that decision as whether he's going to walk or whether he's going to have to stay with his plane. The film was shot over 19 days in Iceland, and Mikkelsen throws himself into this role. He sure looks like he's been living on iced fish in rather harsh conditions when we meet him. The film shoot was so rough that they lost 6 days to extreme weather, and Mikkelsen told reporters, "One day I opened a car door and the door flew off and it went down the mountain, and we couldn't get out of the vehicle." Sounds great, but we cannot thank them enough for going to the effort. Arctic screens on Rialto Channel on Saturday, the 9th of November at 8:30 p.m. Enjoy.